Hello there, folks. This is Alex Szinegh with eXp Real Estate here in the beautiful state of Florida. You have considered right now that you may be moving from one state to the other. We have a lot of people coming from the north, Canada. They're coming from New York, New Jersey, Maryland, all up from the north, especially at this time of the year when there's all this snow outside. So I wanted to give you a few pointers. Okay, you can look up above. It says pointers. There it is, pointers. Okay, 7 tips for making a move from state to state. Number one, you need a parts box. So the very first thing you pack is a parts box. You take this box and you put in the screwdrivers, tape, you put in their cables, wire, cutters, like a X-Acto knife. You put in anything that you need to pack or repack or move stuff around. But the most important thing is that I put in there is screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, and certain things that I may need to disassemble furniture and then reassemble at the other side. This is really crucial because sometimes, you disassemble the bed at your place where you're now. And make sure what I do is I take all of the pertinent screws and bolts and nuts and everything, put into a little bag, and I tape it to the frame or tape it to a place, and I mark it on there. Master bedroom stuff. Okay. So therefore I would know that. So it's very crucial that you put stuff in there that will help you when you get to the next place. Number two, plan early. My philosophy is always has been that if you're not early, you are late. A lot of times people, have a tendency to keep everything to the last second. I know people that have, got together to move and then they wait and wait and wait and wait. And then they can't get a truck. They can't get the movers. They have a problem with the relocation. They run into all kinds of problems. So what I usually do, for example, we making a move in about, I think it's about a week we're making the move when I'm shooting this video. And I planned my move 2 months ago. I booked a truck. I reorganized everything. I made sure we live in a condo. I made sure that we had the booking for the day, that we can use the elevators. I made sure I have help already booked far enough in advance. So you got to make sure that people are aware of what you're doing when you're doing it. A lot of folks, they don't do that. They wait till the last second and they're scrambling around. Number three, you can use temporary storage. There are certain things as pods, or U-Haul has these containers that you can pack your stuff in it. They bring it to your place, you pack your stuff in it, and then it can store it for you in case there is some lag time between the time you're selling and moving from one place to the next. What we like to do ourselves, and goes into pre-planning, is that I sell a place. We just did that with our place that we just sold now. We sold it closed at the end of 1 month. And then what we do is we give ourselves at least 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes even 4 weeks to make the move. And we have lots of time to pack and organize and do everything. So it's not like I used to do back in the old days where I would sell and I would pack in the morning the truck from one place I was moving to, and I had to go to the next place in the afternoon and unpack. That's not a really good way of doing it. We actually used in one of our last moves where we moved out of one place, but our new place was not ready for a couple of months. So what we did is we took everything and we put into storage. We have a company around here that's a great storage company. We got a couple of storage places and we put everything in storage. We just took with us these things that we really needed, like some clothing and certain personal items. And we lived out of our car and we kind of traveled around and stayed at different places. It was kind of exciting. It was like camping at somebody's house. So you can use temporary storage. Number four, utilities need to be turned on in a new place. And make sure you get on that as far in advance as possible. One of the problems that can happen is you show up at a new location, there's no utilities, there's no water, there's no electricity, there's no Wi-Fi or anything like that. And again, if you're planning far enough advance, what's really great about that is that you can do that. You can set it all up. The new place we're moving to, We already got it all set up. We know exactly when the power is turned on, when everything is turned off from the previous owner. We know exactly what to do. One of the luxuries that we have at eXp Real Estate is that we actually have a concierge service that will take care of a move for you. So if you're making a move and you're utilizing our company, we have a concierge service. You don't have to worry about it. They will set up all the utilities for you and make sure everything is turned on so you don't have to worry about it. Number 5, this is very, very crucial. Vet the moving company. We ran into trouble and problems in the past. As a matter of fact, for a move that was coming up, we had a company that was approved by the organization here, the Homeowners Association, and then they ran into a problem. We had it all booked, get everything all organized, the date, the time, everything, and then some of the movers got into a fight and an argument with the management, and they kicked them out, so we can't use them anymore. They're no longer an approved supplier. So make sure you vet the company far enough in advance. They know that when to move, how to move. They're certified. They're insured. I heard lots of stories about people where they got a moving company, gave them a deposit, and then the stuff didn't show up for another week or 2 weeks. You don't want that to happen. You want to make sure you got a good, reputable company. Sometimes you go for the cheap. I know I've done that in the past. I got the cheapest bid, and then I had broken stuff. I had all kinds of problems, and trying to collect from that company. Okay, and a lot of times some of these moving companies could be out of business in a couple of months. Number 6, if you're selling in one state and buying in another state, the most important thing you need to do is to coordinate the 2 closings. So for example, if you're moving out of New York City and you sold your place, it closes, let's say, June the 30th. Give yourself at least 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 days, a week. It would be even better for moving into the next place and making sure the closing happens for the next place that you can get there. We, like I said earlier, we do that all the time. We just closed on our place already a week ago. Our new place, we're closing on it tomorrow. And what's happening is we still have till the end of the month to move out. So we have lots and lots of time to make the move. Right now, we make moving locally. But I'll tell you this. I moved from Canada to Las Vegas, Nevada. It was a long-distance move. First of all, the company charged me a fortune to make the move. And it was very difficult trying to get from one place, getting to the other place, especially when you're moving across such distances of a couple of thousand miles. Anyways, make sure that you give yourself enough time to make that move and don't get stuck. And number 7, this is very crucial. One of the things, when I moved from Canada to Las Vegas, Nevada, my wife loved to keep everything. So we packed everything up and, lots and lots of boxes. And we shipped all of that stuff to Las Vegas. And when we got to the end and started opening the boxes, realized we didn't need all this stuff. So we ended up with a garage sale. So here's a number 7. Have a garage sale before you go. Why pay for all that stuff to be shipped from one place to the other? Then you're going to get rid of it anyways. And then what happens is you're going to end up selling it at the other end. And it doesn't matter how much money you get for it. You already paid the shipping for it. So it costs you a fortune to ship it. And it doesn't matter what you get for it. You're not going to get your money back. I made that mistake. There was about 65 boxes that was shipped that was unnecessary. We ended up getting rid of most of that stuff. And guess what? I paid a ton of money for shipping. It doesn't make sense. So get rid of everything you don't want and you don't need before you move. We have done that in this place. And a lot of times what we do is we sell our place with furniture in it. We buy the next place with some furniture in it. So that way you have less stuff to ship. I like to be very economical for the price of the shipping and making sure that the time constraint, we're not going to get stuck. So make sure you have a garage sale before you move, not when you get to the new location, because the items you're selling, you already paid shipping cost on it. Anyways, this is Alex Szinegh with eXp Real Estate in beautiful Florida. If you happen to be thinking about coming here, We live in the Tampa Bay area, Wesley Chapel. You're going to love it here. Absolutely amazing. So looking forward to seeing you. Take care.